What is up, everybody? This is Sweetman.eth, aka Sweets the Engineer, and today we're going to be talking about liquid splits. This is an example liquid split. I've deployed it up on Third Web, and so if you want to use liquid splits and you don't know how to code, visit the link that I've got in the description for this video, and all you got to do is click Deploy Now. Now, you're going to see two fields here: contract address for your NFT that you want to be the controller, and the token IDs that you want to control the split. Or not control the split, but instead be the recipients of the split. You might be wondering, okay, well, what's this guy talking about? What's a liquid split, etc.? To go into that, we're going to look at 0xSplits and their collaboration with Songcamp. If you're not familiar with 0xSplits, it is the split hyperstructure. It's a protocol for splitting revenue on-chain. Most splits are set up illiquid, and let's just walk through an example of a normal split just to make sure everybody's familiar with splits. As an example, Alice and Bob work on a project and decide to evenly split their earnings. To do this, they set up a split contract that says Alice gets 50% and Bob gets 50%. Then they send all the earnings from their project to that split's address, knowing that 50% of the earnings will always go to Alice and 50% will always go to Bob. These calculations and distributions are handled automatically by the split contract. No more manual accounting, repetitive or tedious tasks, or ongoing maintenance. In this scenario, Alice and Bob's shares in the split are illiquid, since they cannot be changed if they made it an immutable split and then they manually change the split. That's how the split works today. Liquid splits operate fundamentally the same way, with one key difference. The recipients of a liquid split are represented using NFTs. When the NFT changes hands, the recipients of the split are updated. Let me say that again. Liquid splits recipients are represented using NFTs. And so when the NFT changes hands, the recipients of the split are updated. So let's keep going. So take that to say, let's say I do a music NFT drop on Zora. And then on my future drop, I say, hey, anyone who bought my previous drop is going to get revenue from my next drop. In order to do that, you need a liquid split. And so you're going to take the contract address from the contract that you want the recipients to be your token holders. And then you're going to take the token IDs of each of the token holders you want. That might be every token ID, that might be a subset, up to you. And so I've already got a music NFT contract here, Sweets the Engineer. We've got 61 items and 60 owners. And so I can just copy this contract address, which you can find in the details on OpenSea of any contract that you've got. And then I can just copy that address and I can use it inside of my split. So I'll paste my contract address there. And then for my token IDs, I'm going to use a subset of token IDs that I've already got copied. So I'll copy this list. Here's my list. This is saying I want tokens 1 through 19 to be recipients on the split, as well as tokens 59 and 60. You could make that the whole list. I didn't want to make the split exorbitantly large, and I thought 21 holders was enough recipients on this split for this example. And so now let's deploy our liquid split. Fumbling over my words. Deploy the split. This is going to, one, deploy our liquid split, but also deploy the 0xSplits split underneath. And so this is fully composable with the existing 0xSplits hyperstructure. When you create a liquid split on Third Web, it also creates the underlying split on 0xSplits. And so you can view the underlying split on the 0xSplits website in web app. And then you can also plug in the liquid split that you get onto any app in the music NFT ecosystem or NFT ecosystem in general. You can bring this to Sound, you can bring it to Catalog, you can bring it to Zora, you can bring it to Manifold. Anywhere that you want to deploy your music NFTs or sell your music NFTs, you can bring this liquid split to leverage all the benefits without having to learn anything about coding. And so once this is done, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to send some ETH to it. In the example where you're actually going to use this in your NFTs, you're going to take this address and then use it as the seller funds recipient so that when your other NFTs get sold, money goes into this liquid split. However, for this example, I'm just going to send some money to the newly created liquid split. I just copied the address from my liquid split, and I'm going to send it some of the native gas token, which on Mumbai, which is the Polygon testnet, is Matic. and on Ethereum is Ether. And so this is probably going to confuse some people that I'm sending Matic on Ethereum. If you're doing this on Ethereum, it's going to be priced in ETH instead of Matic. And so I'm sending some Matic, we can call it ETH. I'm sending some ETH over to the liquid split, and as soon as that money gets received in the liquid split, it's going to then distribute and pay out the split that's underneath. And so I can look up what is the payout split that is underneath, and then I can take this address over to 0xSplits. I can paste the address, and then I should be able to see my newly created split. I might have to wait a bit for the changes to propagate on chain. The fact that it's taken a while makes me think it found it. It did. It found the original split. It has not caught the update yet, and so when we originally create the liquid split, it's going to have 2 recipients. However, in a couple seconds, once it catches that transaction I sent, we should see that it has already received and distributed some funds, and we should see these recipients change automatically without me doing any coding things behind the scenes. All I got to do is refresh this page a couple times and watch the magic happen automatically with the magic of blockchain. It's already done. We can see that it received my 0.01 Matic, and it's already distributed to all 21 of the holders. And so that's it. That's the liquid split working in real time. And to now demonstrate the next step, we're gonna change an NFT from one person to another, and we're gonna watch the split update automatically. And so I'm gonna take token number 59, which is one that I own. I'm gonna send it to one of my other wallets. And so I'll copy my other wallet address, hop back to the original account, and now I can transfer in OpenSea or wherever you want to transfer, doesn't matter. Paste the address we want to send the NFT to, sign our transaction. MetaMask loads. And we are now transferring our NFT to the new wallet. And so now that this NFT has moved to the new wallet, let's send funds again. And what would you expect to happen when an NFT leaves my wallet and goes into a different wallet? How do you expect the split to change without me doing any coding? When we transfer an NFT and then pay the liquid split again. But yeah, you've also got some other functions on here while we're waiting for that transaction. You've got get holders, and if you run this, it's going to return a unique list of the current holders of the split. So these are going to be the recipients. And then you can copy this list and then go over to percent allocations, and you can paste the list for percent allocations, and then you can see this is what your percentage is. It looks like it's going to be 5% for each of the holders is what it should come out to. Currently it's at 4.76%, but with this transfer we just did, we should go to 5%. And I believe the reason for that is, I believe token 60 is also in the same wallet that I just sent token 59 to. Yeah, and what that means is that we're going from 21 unique holders down to 20 unique holders, which means we are now down to 20 unique holders, and the percentage went from 4.7% up to 5% because everyone gets the same cut. When we went from 21 token holders down to 20, because we sent an NFT to someone that already holds an NFT, the percentage that everybody gets goes up and the number of recipients goes down. Same percentage overall, different way to split up the pie. And we can see that those funds were already distributed. So automatically it updated the split, it knew that the NFT moved hands, and then it updated everybody's percentage accordingly. So that's it. That is our liquid split in action. If you would like to use liquid splits, I will post a link to my contract release. It should just be under my sweetman.eth page. So if you go to my sweetman.eth page on ThirdWeb, you'll see a list of every contract that I've given you to use for free. And then at the bottom of the list should be my most recent liquid split. But if you want to just like save that time, I will paste the link to Liquid Split inside of the video description. I'm having trouble getting there without clicking on things I shouldn't, but here's what the release looks like, and then there's your deploy now button. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you use this as an opportunity to give more utility to your NFT collectors. One of those pieces of utility can be a recipient on a Liquid Split to always give your token holders perpetual revenue on the sales of your future NFTs. Thank you for tuning in. This is Sweets, signing off.